Today we're headed to Subotica, and I'm super stoked. This is a place I've wanted to go to since we moved to Serbia last August. Subotica is known for a few things, and the big one is Art Nouveau architecture. It has the only Austro-Hungarian architecture style synagogue in the world, and I think there's like a palace and probably some churches. It's gonna be rad. We'll check it out. In order to get there, we drive across Vojvodina, which is like super flat. It's a wine region. So I bet there's some really incredible wines there, but true to form, I bet we're gonna find some craft beers that we've never had before and probably some fantastic food. So let's go get it. So as soon as we walk into the city, we found this beautiful little town square. You can see kind of Art Nouveau architecture everywhere. It's that Hungarian Secessionist style. There's like church back there. This fountain is gorgeous. The city hall in the background, and I love an open air market. It's like literally the first thing we ran into, like dried meats and books and handmade crafts and flowers. I love it. Super fun. Absolutely loving all this Art Nouveau architecture. It's so unique. Riga also has a ton of stuff like this, but it's not really like this. I mean, it's just different. I don't know. What a beautiful place. There's something about the colors and the tiled roofs and the spires on things, and I don't know. This is the city hall behind me. The other really incredible places we've seen are the Franciscan Monastery, the Synagogue, and the Palace. All three right here in Subotica. Absolutely wonderful spot. And there's the little tent market over there. Love it. Great spot. Here you can just get a feel for what the central town square is like. It's this beautiful little park, of course the market, the town hall, but there's also all these little streets with monasteries and Art Nouveau architecture everywhere. It's really pretty. If you're still here, you probably like the type of content I'm putting out. I'd really appreciate it if you'd subscribe, and I'll do my best to put out great stuff every week. Here we have the only synagogue in the world built with Austro-Hungarian architecture. It's really impressive. I mean, the outside, it's gorgeous, but just you wait. Man, I love the stained glass windows. Now everything is curved, there's very few sharp edges, and even just from the outside, all of that is beautiful. But from the inside, with the light coming through the windows, it's really incredible. Of course, the ironwork on these doors is wonderful. And here I love the combination of muted and bright colors with the delicate metal work. This kind of light turquoisey color on the pews is just beautiful. And the way things are painted in the walls with these muted colors makes the windows so bright and beautiful. Honestly, I think I've never seen anything like this. I've seen a lot of Art Nouveau places that kind of have the same feel, but the fact that it's a synagogue and the idea of a place of worship and everything just makes it a really special place. Honestly, it's like in a moment you've stepped from Serbia into Barcelona. The chandelier is so delicate, it just feels like it could fall apart. I love when the stained glass windows have their own color schemes. Like this side has like a warm kind of color scheme, and on the other side it's cooler. The stained glass windows move from like oranges to purples to blues. I really, really love it. I love the way these pews are like tiered in the corners. It's really unique. I like how this is the only screen in the building. It makes it like a cool way to share the history and make it like a place to visit that's not just seeing something pretty, but you can actually learn something about the history of the place. But at the same time, it kind of doesn't take it over and make it a tourist attraction. In a way, it's like really cool for me because I don't want to just see the thing. I want to like understand the history of it, but at the same time, it feels like muted and respectful. So at the same time, it can be like good for tourists, but also still a place of worship. You can really see how it's like in Christianity we have like paintings and icons and things that point to God, but in mosques and in synagogues it's all about like the geometric things, simplicity. I really, really love it. It's wonderful. Here's what I was talking about, like if you find that open air market and then you go the other direction from the city hall, you find these big walking streets. All of it is covered with like this Art Nouveau Hungarian Secession type of architecture. The whole city is just covered with it. I absolutely love it. And then just walking a different direction away from the town hall, you find this beautiful fountain and all the walking streets kind of branch out from here. Wow, this city is gorgeous. It's definitely a small city and you get that small city vibe. There's these big, beautiful Art Nouveau buildings right in the middle of town, but then you walk down every little street and you see buildings like this one behind me. That's like, yeah, sure, there's a bit of just repair, but it's gorgeous. I love it. And on top of that, one of our favorite places to go for craft beers in Belgrade is called Samo Pivo, only beer. And little do you know, right here in Subotica, of course, we ran into Samo Pivo. Let's go check it out. And here is the Franciscan Monastery. In a city with so few sharp edges, these spires just really stick out. It's like you look down the street and you can't help but notice it. But then indoors, it brings kind of those same elements of like the muted colors. Everything's very geometric. It kind of all just like draws your eyes in different directions. It's so beautiful. Everything is really intricate and well thought out, but it's not like so many Catholic churches that are just like really covered with icons. It's more just like the sheer beauty of the artwork and the painting, the geometry. It's beautiful. It's a very different feeling in a place of worship. It's like instead of having these icons that help us remember the stories and the history of the church, it's simply a celebration of the beauty that is God's gift to us. I love the different colors in the stained glass windows, the way the colors and the geometry are used in painting, like the columns versus the sharp corners. It's so unique. Really love it. And again, we see that really delicate metalwork, just beautiful. Here I'm in front of the Palazzo Raichle, the Raichle Palace. It's incredibly fantastic. It's like stepping from Serbia into Barcelona in a moment. So I've got to show you, and I'm just going to show you directly to the upstairs, but let's go. This incredibly wonderful woman just showed us around and told us some things. This place is wonderful. Let's go see. In a moment, I'll show you the downstairs as well. It's all really incredible. As I'm about to mention, a lot of the exhibition is closed off, but it's just a reason we've got to come back at some point so we can see more of this palace. It's so gorgeous. So you see these motifs everywhere of the hearts and the plants and the color scheme of the yellows and greens. It's such an incredibly beautiful place. It's directly out of Gaudi's playbook. Unfortunately, we'll have to come back to see most of it. Most of it is closed. But you can see he has this winter garden hanging off the side. This is what it looks like. This is from the interior and from the exterior. Of course, you don't see things like this anymore. It just doesn't exist in the world. There's one piece of this glass that's saved. Truly, absolutely unique. It's the type of thing I think you could show thousands of people and ask them where in the world this is. Everyone will say Paris or Barcelona or something. Nobody would say Serbia. Arches in the entrance are so great. I actually think it might be a famous like Instagrammer spot, but whatever. So there's also this art exhibit going on, and I'm sure they have great art exhibits, but in my opinion, the real piece of art is just the building itself. Of course, we had to check out the brewery. So this is like the famous old brewery in town. It's definitely like a swanky restaurant now, but you can see they have a pretty unique brewing system. It's really cool. The beers are decent as well, like old style beers, not really like modern crafts, but cool place anyway. Some street art here in Subotica. There's not so much of it, I think probably because you have to get out of like the really beautiful architecture center, but I love street art. I had to include it. More gorgeous walking streets. The city just seems to go on and on and on. of these places labeled Basch are supposed to be like really, really good. They're highly recommended. So we did eat at one of them for dinner, and you're gonna see it's a truly beautiful place. But there's like a Basch cafe and a Basch bakery and a restaurant, whatever. Like, it's a whole brand in the city. And according to the reviews, they're all super good. So this is the courtyard where we ate dinner, and you can see that like boarded up round type of place is that indoor garden that I was showing you the pictures of from what it was in the past. It's super sad that all that glasswork is gone now, but I'm really excited to come back and see it. And you can see this restaurant is an absolutely gorgeous place to hang out. I'd say it was like a little bit pricey, but not too bad. And here's the other entrance. Like, the palace was off to the left there, and just beautiful walking streets everywhere. Cool artwork. Love all these sculptures. And the food was pretty great as well. My wife got like a pork and potatoes type of thing, and I actually ordered Mexican fajitas, but they were great. It's really crazy. I honestly can't believe how beautiful this little city is. It is everywhere you look, every single street you go down. It's all gorgeous, really. Art Nouveau, sculptures, stuff covered in ivy. It's incredible. The two major things that we didn't get to do today is the City Hall closes at 3. So if you come, make sure to look into that. Make sure you hit it before it closes. The other big thing that we didn't get to do is the Orthodox Church, which I'm hoping opens early in the morning. I'm hoping we get to do both in the morning. I know we have to leave a little bit earlier because we're trying to hit the Hungarian border early. But oh man, this city is gorgeous. I absolutely love it. Do not miss out on Subotica. Apparently my mic went out here. I have absolutely no idea what I was talking about, but you can see how excited I am about this place. It is a place that I will look for reasons to come back here. It's like the guidebooks and everything I've read says like, yeah, it's okay for a stopover for a couple hours, maybe spend one night. I couldn't disagree more. Maybe I'm just a sucker for this type of architecture, but I feel like I could stay here a while. Yeah, sure, it's a small city. I think it's gonna be a bit of a relaxing type of stay, but I'm super down for that. Next morning here in Subotica, I'm still absolutely loving it. The city is so beautiful. Of course, the old town is all like Art Nouveau, like I was showing you. But even when you walk out of the old town, there's a bunch of funky and cool architecture. Some of it's new and a lot of it's super old. It's a really fun city. The Orthodox Church here behind me is not in the guidebook, but you know I love those churches, so I've got to hit it. Let's go see what it's all about. Even on the door here, you can see like this is going to be more traditional, like Orthodox Church, obviously, but it's still a little bit different. You see a lot of those same curves and things. It's beautiful. And inside of here, like this feels very much like an Orthodox church, but at the same time, it feels pretty different. I love the color schemes. And it's really, really beautiful how in this church, the icons are not painted on the walls, they're built into these beautiful stained glass windows. And while the colors and the painting is all beautiful, clearly the real gem and draw of this church is these stained glass windows. I love it. Looks like here on one wall we have icons of like fathers of the church and church history type of things. these beautiful icons in the front. And I think I've never really seen anything like that in the ceiling. It looks like the all-seeing eye that we have like on the back of the American dollar or whatever. Obviously this one's going to be a representation of God the Father, but it's a really interesting representation. I don't think I've ever seen it before. And then in the stained glass on this other wall, we have representations of Jesus and the Bible stories. Really loving how all these Orthodox churches in Serbia are really similar, but at the same time I've seen so many variations on themes. And it's not just artwork from different eras. It's like they're so similar but so different. And then of course, I love these little spots where you can pay your respects and say your prayers for both the living and the dead, who of course we believe in the church all are still alive. Unfortunately, the blue fountain is closed while we're here. So it goes. It might be for the season or repairs, I'm really not sure. But it does look gorgeous, like it would be something to see. So we're gonna have to come back. And the very last thing that we haven't done is City Hall. So let's go in, see what it's like. We're supposed to be able to climb up into that tower. Should be incredible views. Excited. Turns out you can only enter City Hall with a guided tour, which makes total sense, but it does mean I'm not allowed to go until noon. Well, yesterday we didn't get here until just a little bit after noon, and today we're leaving early because we're looking to hit the Hungary border early and go to Budapest. So look for Budapest next week. There should be a link right here on the end screen, and sometime soon we're gonna have to come back here to beautiful Subotica.